the macro environment around custody digital assets is expected to be close to $10 trillion by the year 2030. And inevitably, people are going to need a place to store those assets, and safe, secure, and they're going to need to be able to transfer them as well, having good on and off ramps, even a tokenization engine, some of the work Ripple is doing around central bank digital currencies or CBDCs. So we think there's a lot of pieces that come together, and we already had, and I remember when you and I first spoke, I remember being on a call with one of the largest top 10 banks in the world, and a bank Ripple was already working with, and they were asking us about, could we help them with their custody? This is prior to the Medico acquisition, and we weren't in a position to do that. And so when we think about that synergy, the ability to say to that existing Ripple customer, hey, here's a best in class, going head to head, time and time again, and winning on the custody level, to be able to bring that product to them, I think is a great opportunity for the two companies together. So
the US dollar, arguably the best managed currency in the world, has been devalued through inflation by, over 90% in the last 50 years.
Is it 90% in the last 50 years?
If you do that, like just an adjusted, what was $100,000?
Purchasing power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Incredible.
So, do we think that's going to get better or worse?
Wow. With the printing press.
I think it's probably going to get worse.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And that's the best managed currency. It's inevitable. And it's inevitable that, right now we're talking about is $2.5 trillion. Look, do I think this is an easy 10x over the next 5 to 10 years? Yeah, no problem. That doesn't freak me out when I say that at all.
That's conservative.
That feels safe. I mean, to the earlier conversation about asymmetric returns, is there a chance that it's 100x in that time frame? It feels aggressive, but I don't know.
Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse predicted that we could see a $10 trillion market cap for XRP, meaning one XRP would equal over $178. But in other news, the CEO of MasterCard has just announced that Ripple is set to replace SWIFT. Talks are already underway to utilize XRPL for transactions. The XRPL is gearing up to manage a whopping $1 trillion in meme coin transactions. If true, this would position XRP as a cornerstone of international finance, significantly boosting its adoption by financial institutions, banks, and payment processors worldwide. Ripple is known for its speed and efficiency in cross-border payments, with transactions settling much faster than SWIFT's typical process. Lower costs and faster settlement times are attractive to financial institutions, making XRP a bullish prospect as it could disrupt and capture a significant share of the multi-trillion-dollar cross-border payment market.
That's Bitcoin. Okay, so then you got the stockpile. Let me just talk about that. So first of all, like I said, we don't know exactly what digital assets the federal government has. I've seen reports that it might have, for example, 50,000 ETH, which is Ethereum. But again, we need to get to the bottom of that. When we figure out exactly what the assets are, we're going to move them into the digital stockpile. The purpose of the stockpile is responsible stewardship. It's a place for safekeeping. It's a centralized, you could say, account under the direction of the Secretary of the Treasury. And the Secretary of the Treasury will figure out how to maximize the values of these holdings.
2.2 million XRP in 24 hours. XRP just made a massive comeback. An increase in network activity and indicates that XRP has made a significant comeback. XRP saw more than 2.2 million transactions in the last day, which is among the most active days in recent memory. The rise in successful transaction execution and the increase in transactions indicate that interest in XRP is reviving. After its recent decline, XRP is displaying signs of resilience from a technical standpoint. The price is trying to break through important resistance levels while circling 2.42. With the 50-day moving average serving as a crucial short-term resistance, the moving averages show a conflict between bulls and bears. There may be a push toward 2.60 and higher if XRP can maintain its current momentum. A resurgence of interest in XRP's usefulness is also indicated by the rise in transaction volume. Users are actively interacting with the ecosystem, as evidenced by the large number of successful transactions processed by the network. Institutional changes or a rise in demand for cross-border payments, an area in which XRP has traditionally excelled, could be the cause of this. But even with these positive indications, XRP continues to encounter formidable opposition. To stop additional downward pressure, the prior support levels around 2.30 must remain intact. One could anticipate a retest of the 2.20 zone if selling pressure increases. The important levels for investors to keep an eye on are still 2.50 and 2.60 on the upside, so a decline below 2.20 might indicate additional weakness. Though market sentiment and outside variables will be key in determining its next course, on-chain activity at the moment indicates that XRP has the potential for additional gains. All things considered, XRP's recent network activity and performance point to a potential change in momentum. The asset may see a resurgence of bullish sentiment if the trend continues, but it is still imperative to keep a careful eye on market conditions.
Right now, and you know, David, some say Ripple could be the next Bitcoin. What do you think, Brad? Is that a compliment that Ripple could be the next Bitcoin?
Well, I think if we're solving a real problem and it's at scale, then I think it's a compliment. I think the most important thing that is going on in crypto is understanding what is real and what is just hype. Some, I think, may look back on Bitcoin and find that it was the Napster of digital assets. What I mean by that is Napster was the first to digitize music and demonstrate, hey, if you digitize music, you can do a lot of cool things with that. But ultimately, they were circumventing trademark laws, they were circumventing royalty payments, and government stepped in, and Napster was not successful. But Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, they were very successful. I think what you'll find is that maybe the next generation of digital assets ends up solving some of the original problems that Bitcoin set out to solve.
Remember, Ripple has already confirmed they are working very closely with Bank of America. This is just one of the major bank partnerships contributing to Ripple's 90% global network coverage. Hear it from Marcus Treacher.
US major banks on Ripple, question here. We're working very closely with Bank of America Merrill Lynch. They are one of the 7 core banks which are helping us create our governance structure. So to complete this is Bank of America Merrill Lynch, CIBC Canada, Royal Bank of Canada, Bank of Tokyo Mitsubishi, which is the 4th largest bank in the world, Santander Group, number 19 worldwide, and Standard Chartered Group, and Westpac Australia. And we chose those banks to give us a good global spread around the world. So we have very good input from different markets and different thinking. So I've got a...
Marcus Treacher is Ripple's SVP of Customer Success with over 30 years of experience in payment systems, previously holding leadership roles at HSBC and Swift, now key in driving Ripple's banking collaborations. 167 million XRP in minutes are whales back. 167 million XRP transfer triggers speculation. Per the latest outlook, XRP whales have decided to leverage the dip in price to trade the coin actively. According to Whale Alert, an on-chain crypto analytics platform, one large holder recently transferred 167 million XRP, valued at $367.69 million. The transfer was initiated from an unknown wallet to another anonymous wallet. This move between private wallets has not helped clarify the whale's intentions to observers. However, the transfer has sparked speculation about whether it was institutional movement or a potential over-the-counter trade. Market analysts say if the receiving wallet moves the millions of XRP to an exchange, it could signal a sell-off. On the other hand, if it remains in a private wallet, the whale could have decided to accumulate the coin strategically. Such a development could mean that XRP whales are back in an accumulation mode, preempting a future price rise. Will XRP rebound to $3? As of this writing, the XRP price was changing hands for 2.09, a 4.86% decline in the last 24 hours, according to CoinMarketCap data. In earlier trading, XRP had risen to 2.25 before crashing. It recorded this price level after failing to find support at 2.20. This development occurred despite increasing investor interest in the coin. XRP trading volume recorded a 98.18% spike to 7.8 billion within this same time frame. Analysts speculate that the whale activity sparked interest in the XRP community as investors generally monitor large holders. If these developments lead to positive price action, market participants anticipate XRP climbing to the 2.60 level or possibly retesting the 3 mark. That would mean a successful boost for the coin after an initial failed recovery for the asset.
You are a massive, I didn't realize how big of a crypto guy you are. There's a lot of guys in that boat right now, especially as the price crossed 100,000 for Bitcoin. But as you look to the coming year, okay, is it getting just a little rich, perhaps, if you're somebody who's not in already?
I mean, I guess as we're talking about technology here, and Liz just showed us all these major innovations that are coming. No, there are incredible things that are coming. We've got the most pro-crypto president right now in the United States, 60% of Congress that's on board. This is the moment right now in history where this is the ChatGPT moment for crypto, right? Where it's now coming out to the next level. And Ripple, XRP, is going to be probably the highway that most of the financial systems are going to be driving through here in the future. It will not be Bitcoin.
Expert says selling XRP now could be biggest mistake in history, as XRP holds above bull market support band. XRP remains above the BMSB. Meanwhile, despite being a victim of the market-wide collapse, XRP appears to still trade above the bull market support band, according to analyst Steph. The market watcher disclosed this in his latest analysis of XRP's price movements, suggesting there is no reason to panic. For the uninitiated, the bull market support band is a momentum indicator used by market participants to identify whether an asset is in a bullish or bearish phase. Notably, the band typically consists of the 20-week simple moving average and the 21-week exponential moving average. Particularly when the price stays above this band, it suggests strong bullish momentum, while dropping below it may indicate weakening trends or a potential bear market. Data from Steph's accompanying chart shows XRP still trades above the band. Notably, when its price hovered around the 0.58 to 0.55 range in October 2024, XRP changed hands below the BMSB, suggesting bearish momentum. However, upon the impressive price surge on the back of the Donald Trump election victory in November 24, XRP price pushed above the BMSB, indicating that momentum had flipped bullish. Interestingly, the BMSB also surged as well, now sitting above the pivotal 1.9 price support.
I mean, on one hand, I would say yes. However, there's already a tremendous amount of demand. I mean, that business is growing very quickly. We announced publicly just a month or two ago that HSBC is a new client of that business. So, these are big accounts as well as more mid-market accounts. The custody business is very real and is going to continue to grow nicely. I do think Ripple thinks about entering other vertical markets, so payments, custody. I think we'll do other things in 2024. Some of those will probably enter through acquisition. We've been super fortunate to have a very strong balance sheet at a time that the market has shifted and the valuations of a lot of these companies is not what it once was. That's been an opportunity for us, and so we're going to continue to play offense.
And what are the areas that interest you then?
I was thinking about being your wardrobe consultant. No, I'm not going to announce the world, the key areas. But look, Ripple at its core is a blockchain infrastructure company serving enterprises. We started with payments and financial institutions. We've moved into custody, a lot of overlap with those same financial institutions. But we're going to expand with that same thematic of infrastructure, enterprise-based, that served us well.
XRP remains bullish, eyes $30 target. Despite the downward pressure XRP has faced since the start of February, it has maintained a position above this support, essentially holding above the BMSB. Citing the current position, Steph questioned why anyone would actually be bearish on XRP when it has continued to trade above the BMSB. Specifically, the asset's position above the crucial indicator confirms that momentum is still bullish, and the bull market might not yet be over. Also, while analysts at Standard Chartered predict further downside for Bitcoin, they believe the bull run is still intact and a recovery would ensue. XRP is likely to ride on this Bitcoin recovery for greater heights. In a separate analysis, Steph called attention to a double bottom structure formed by XRP on the weekly chart. Notably, the first bottom formed when XRP hit a low of 0.11 in March 2020, and the second bottom formed at 0.28 in June 2022. Data suggests XRP has already broken above the neckline of the structure and could be poised for a massive upward push, aligning with the idea that the bull run remains intact. If this pattern holds true, Steph predicts an XRP rally to $30. According to Steph, this period represents the worst moment in XRP's history for any investor to sell their holdings. This sentiment conforms with his belief that XRP is gearing up for a massive uptrend. With XRP currently trading for 2.1 TEN, a run to 30 would demand a 1,076% increase.
Another token seeing big gains over the past few days is XRP, which has been developed by the digital payment network Ripple. It's currently valued at around $11 billion and is trying to go mainstream by launching its own ETF. However, it's currently involved in a long-standing case with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is blocking the launch. For more on all this, we're now joined by the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse. So welcome, Brad. Let's start with that tweet that you have sent on a crypto checklist to Donald Trump for his first 100 days, including firing SEC Chair Gary Gensler. What are the main things that you want him to address?
Well, as you probably know, Donald Trump has been kind of a crypto advocate and the crypto president by his self-proclamation around that for a number of months during the campaign. And he has actually said that one of the first things he would do in office is to do everything he could do to remove Gary Gensler, who has really waged a war against crypto in the United States. The irony, of course, is many countries around the world, even the UK, Switzerland, Singapore, have really leaned into crypto, created clear rules, which has allowed entrepreneurs and capital to flow in and allow the industry to grow and thrive.
What else does Brad Garlinghouse have to say? Keep watching to find out.
You're exactly right. You know, the United States SEC filed a lawsuit about what is XRP 4 years ago. And so it kind of froze the U.S. market opportunity for us. You know, if you're a U.S. bank or U.S. financial institution, you're like, let's just wait and see how this plays out. So 95% of our customers are outside the United States. And finally, I think we're at a point where we can actually see growth and see the crypto industry thrive here in the United States. The largest economy in the world has really been leaning out of the crypto economy.
And giving it up to China.
There's no question. Like, it's growing in the UK, it's growing in Japan, it's growing in Switzerland. I mean, these are big economies that are leaning, you know, the US really has been the outlier.
Ripple CTO says more XRP cannot be minted on XRP Ledger. A recent discussion regarding XRP's fixed supply has reignited controversy, prompting Ripple's chief technology officer, David Schwartz, to reaffirm that no mechanism within the XRP ledger allows for the creation of new XRP. The debate resurfaced after Bitcoin advocate Pierre Richard suggested in an X post that Ripple could expand the total supply beyond its 100 billion cap. This assertion stirred a strong reaction from the XRP community, leading Schwartz to address the claims directly. XRP supply is immutable. Schwartz categorically dismissed the notion of XRP token minting, emphasizing that the XRP ledger has built-in safeguards preventing any increase in its fixed supply. He pointed out that the blockchain's protocol includes stringent rules enforced by network nodes, ensuring that no additional XRP can be generated beyond the original 100 billion created at the Genesis block in 2012. One of the key security features of the XRP ledger is its invariant checking system, which continuously validates transactions to ensure that no unauthorized token creation occurs. This mechanism automatically blocks any attempt to introduce new XRP into circulation, making it technologically impossible to expand the supply. Validators and security measures ensure fixed supply. Further supporting Schwartz's clarification, an XRP ledger validator known as VET underscored the network's robust defenses against potential exploits. According to VET, the ledger's developers intentionally removed any functionality that could allow XRP inflation. Even in the event of a software vulnerability, the blockchain's safeguard mechanisms would immediately detect and nullify any unauthorized attempt to mint new tokens. Because the XRP ledger operates under a consensus model, neither Ripple nor any entity within the ecosystem has the authority to alter the total supply. All participants, including validators and administrators, must adhere to the protocol's predefined rules, ensuring that XRP's supply remains permanently capped. Addressing concerns over circulating supply. Another aspect of the discussion revolved around the potential existence of XRP beyond the publicly recognized supply. Some users speculated that modifications to early ledger structures, such as Ledger 32070, could imply the existence of unaccounted-for XRP in lost or inaccessible wallets. Schwartz dismissed these concerns, explaining that verifying individual wallet balances from historical ledgers was unnecessary, as the system already ensures that no additional XRP exists outside the recorded supply. Mayuka Vadari, a senior software engineer at RippleX, reinforced this point by stating that the ledger itself serves as the definitive record of all XRP holdings. If any entity attempted to claim ownership of more XRP than what is accounted for, validators would reject such transactions outright. The controversy surrounding XRP's supply highlights the importance of understanding blockchain mechanics. As Schwartz and other experts within the XRP ledger ecosystem have reaffirmed, the blockchain's immutable rules ensure that the 100 billion XRP created at inception remains the absolute maximum supply. With stringent security measures and network-wide consensus protocols, the XRP ledger remains resistant to inflationary changes, debunking any claims suggesting otherwise.